According to the current National Electrical Code, Section 230.70a states that means shall be provided to disconnect all conductors in a building or other structure from the service entrance conductors. Section 230.70 states that disconnecting means shall be located at a readily accessible location nearest the point of entrance of the service conductors. Based on these code requirements, tapping off the main feed for branch circuits is not allowed. All branch circuits must be able to be shut off from the main disconnect. Historically, before the National Electrical Code was strictly enforced, it was sometimes common practice to tap off the main feed for branch circuits. However, this practice is no longer considered safe or compliant with modern electrical codes. The fact that the branch circuits in this case were installed using breakers instead of fuses is irrelevant. Tapping off the main feed for branch circuits is not allowed, regardless of the type of overcurrent protection device used. The installation described is illegal and not to code. It poses a safety hazard as it does not allow for all conductors to be disconnected from the main feed. The proper solution is to install a new electrical panel with sufficient capacity to accommodate the additional branch circuits. The existing tap branch circuit should be disconnected and wired correctly according to the National Electrical Code. Understanding the National Electrical Code is crucial for electrical safety and compliance. Failing to adhere to these standards can result in dangerous situations, including electrical fires and shocks. It is essential for electricians and homeowners alike to stay informed about current code requirements. When dealing with older electrical systems, it is especially important to identify any potential hazards and bring the system up to code. This may involve replacing outdated components, such as fuse panels, with modern circuit breaker panels. It is also important to ensure that all wiring is properly sized and insulated to prevent overheating and short circuits. In addition to the code requirements mentioned above, there are several other factors to consider when installing or modifying electrical systems. Firstly, the size of the service entrance conductors must be adequate to handle the anticipated load. This is determined by calculating the total amperage draw of all appliances and equipment that will be connected to the system. Secondly, the grounding system must be properly installed to provide a safe path for fault current to return to the source. This includes grounding electrodes, such as ground rods or metal water pipes, and grounding conductors that connect all metallic enclosures and equipment to the grounding system. Thirdly, all electrical work must be performed by a qualified and licensed electrician. This ensures that the work is done safely and in accordance with all applicable codes and regulations. Attempting to perform electrical work without the proper training and experience can be extremely dangerous and can result in serious injury or death. In summary, tapping off the main feed for branch circuits is a dangerous and illegal practice that should never be attempted. The proper solution is to install a new electrical panel with sufficient capacity to accommodate the additional branch circuits and to ensure that all wiring is installed in accordance with the National Electrical Code. Always consult with a qualified and licensed electrician before performing any electrical work. The National Electrical Code, or NEC, is a comprehensive set of standards and guidelines for the safe installation of electrical wiring and equipment. It is updated every 3 years by the National Fire Protection Association, or NFPA, to reflect the latest advancements in technology and safety practices. The purpose of the NEC is to protect people and property from electrical hazards. It covers a wide range of topics, including wiring methods, overcurrent protection, grounding, and equipment installation. The NEC is adopted by many states and local jurisdictions as the basis for their electrical codes. Compliance with the NEC is essential for ensuring the safety of electrical systems. Some key areas covered by the NEC include firstly, wiring methods, which specifies the types of wiring allowed for different applications such as non-metallic sheath cable or NM cable for residential wiring and metal conduit for commercial wiring. Secondly, overcurrent protection, which requires the use of circuit breakers and fuses to protect circuits from overload and short circuits. The size of the overcurrent protection device must be matched to the ampacity of the circuit conductors. Thirdly, grounding, which establishes requirements for grounding electrical systems to provide a safe path for fault current to return to the source. This includes grounding electrodes, grounding conductors, and equipment grounding. Fourthly, equipment installation, which provides guidelines for installing electrical equipment such as receptacles, switches, lighting fixtures, and appliances. This includes requirements for clearances, support, and ventilation. Fifthly, special occupancies, which addresses the unique electrical requirements for certain types of occupancies such as hospitals, hazardous locations, and swimming pools. The NEC is a complex document that requires careful study and interpretation. Electricians and other electrical professionals must have a thorough understanding of the NEC to ensure that their work is safe and compliant. Staying up to date on the latest edition of the NEC is essential for maintaining competency in the electrical field. In addition to the NEC, there may be other applicable codes and regulations, such as local building codes and utility company requirements. It is important to be aware of all applicable codes and regulations before starting any electrical work. When in doubt, always consult with a qualified and licensed electrician. Electrical safety is everyone's responsibility. By following the NEC and other applicable codes and regulations, we can help prevent electrical accidents and protect ourselves and others from harm. Remember to always turn off the power before working on any electrical equipment and to use appropriate safety gear, such as insulated gloves and eye protection. If you are not comfortable working with electricity, it is best to leave it to the professionals. The NEC is not a design manual, nor is it an instruction manual for untrained persons. Instead, the NEC defines the minimum requirements for safety. Electrical design is a complex process that requires specialized knowledge and experience. It involves calculating loads, selecting appropriate wiring and equipment, and ensuring that the system meets all applicable codes and regulations. Designing an electrical system without the proper training and experience can result in serious problems, such as overloaded circuits, voltage drops, and safety hazards. If you are planning a new electrical installation or modification, it is best to consult with a qualified electrical engineer or designer. They can help you design a safe and efficient system that meets your needs and complies with all applicable codes and regulations. Always remember that electricity is a powerful force that must be treated with respect. By following the NEC and other safety guidelines, we can harness the power of electricity safely and effectively.